absolute beautiful day here.
It's around 8. Got 3 weeks. Get done here. Let's start today, making sure we do what we got to do. All right, buddy. Have a good night out there. Keep it tight down these corners. You'll be fine.
Green flag is in the air. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
But man, Toaster is putting up quite the battle out here.
Still down there. Gonna do you like that. You remember it's still down there.
And you can just see how well
All clear up.
Toaster gets up into Jose just a little bit. They hang on to it, J-Mac. These guys are very, very strong tonight.
Right there, and then when I was looking back earlier, I was trying to figure out if
Gotta be clean.
that's Escobo's.
Doha gets wrecked. That is going to make him lose the lead, I do believe, as this is the final lap. Jose is your new leader here.
Everybody work both lanes here. They're pulling you real hard here.
We have the 34 going in the middle. We have the 41 on the low side.
Take advantage of this as quickly as possible.
Got no one with him at the moment. Absolutely incredible. Dohar's got a nose out, and he's got some draft help. Garbage takes the stage win. Dohar in second. You can see Sterlu right now coming up on, whoa!
Okay.
Sterlu, I would have just saw my life flash before my eyes. That was extremely close as we had a car headed into pit road. We have contact. Rocky Top barely misses.
Big wreck in your mirror.
There is a wreck in the back. That might bring out the caution.
One's coming to your bumpers.
Oh wow, that is. Oh no, that's 4 wide now.
That was 4 wide.
This is just insane. This finish. They're trying to push up in between the 14. They're 4 wide per second. They're wrecking. They're about to wipe out.
Oh, look at this. We have Dohar. These guys are almost 5 wide. We have the
made it
Bolt
up to
hanging
4.
on to it.
Still there. Stay with it. Wreck him if you have to.
Oh, huge, huge pile up. We have, man, cars just spinning. We have the 24, Jose. He is involved. Everyone has completely lost their minds since I'm hearing over the radio.
The only way we're going to make any progress here is if we work together. Nobody's wanting to work together.
Incredible right there. Your braking point or your let-off point. You're going to have what's happened here in Dohar. Huge, huge accident.
Well, that should do it. It's jump. I'm shattering the rears everywhere, all the way around the corner. Jimmy, green, white, checker, finish here. Give those belts a tug. You're ready to go.
We're going to see if he crosses the line out here in one piece.
Checkered flag in the air.
Yeah! Hey, you get a plus. Hell yeah, boys!
Man, you did a heck of a job in there. I couldn't be more proud of what you did this weekend.
Yeah, good job all night, man.
You never know what you're going to get here. This shows it once again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 7 of AKA's winter season here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. From dirt last week, where we saw TAC 24 take the checkered flag for the first time, to asphalt tonight, where we are halfway through the season. This 1.5 mile track is a fast track with a few bumps entering turns 1 and 2 that can throw your car sideways. And with the tight racing that could happen here tonight, that could prove dangerous, especially once the tires lose their grip on track. So you're going to have to stay tuned tonight to see who can take the heat at Hotlanta and bring home the checkered flag. But before we get to all that, guys, we have to do what we always do every week. We have to bring out the driver spotlights, where we talk to the drivers in the league and get to know them just a little bit better. So let's give a warm welcome to BKR Big John, piloting the number 47. He's 5th in points with 174. We also have Bronco driving the number 95. He is 20th in points with 97. And Doc 88, who pilots the number 41. He is 9th with 157 points. Welcome to the booth, guys. How you doing?
Great. Good, Frozen. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for tonight. I mean, we've hit really 2 different tracks. Like I said, last week we were at the dirt. Tonight we're at Atlanta, and it's a super fast track. We've talked about it a little bit in the booth so far. And tire wear is going to be a huge thing. So I gotta ask you, before we get to Atlanta, if you could do any race over again, which race would you choose and why? We're going to start with Big John.
All right. If I could race any race over again this year, probably be Auto Club here in the Cup earlier in the season. We had a really strong car. We were up front a lot, and we didn't get any stage points. And then thought we were going to have a good chance to win there with 2 to go. We started that restart there in 5th place, and just found our way to the outside and got into the wall and ended up finishing close to the bottom of the top 20. So that would be a race I would definitely like to do over again.
Yeah, those races, they can sting just a little bit, but what I love is that watching the growth of you guys. I hadn't had much experience racing with you, or I haven't really heard much of you before this, so to watch you out there, and you're super strong. I'm excited to see what you can do this season, because you've grown so far a lot, and you've been really fast out there, so it's been really cool to see you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. All right, Bronco, what about you? If you could do any race over again, which race would you choose and why?
You know, I don't know if I have just one race I'd like to redo completely. It's kind of a combination of a couple of them. It's kind of my first real season full time with these guys, so I'm still trying to acclimate myself to racing with all of them. So I don't know if it'd be one race as much as if I could do just a couple of them over again, you know, just not get too excited on those last couple laps.
It is. The emotions take over, and I don't know about you guys, but when my adrenaline is just going crazy, you know, things can happen, and sometimes you're just like, man, I wish I could do that over again. But again, like I said to Big John, you guys are growing so much out there, and it's really cool to see what you guys are doing out there. So you live, you learn, you race, and you go out there and do the best you can.
That's right.
All right, Doc, what about you? If you could do any race over again, what would you choose and why?
I do the truck race last week at Eldora. I think I had a nice truck, or a fast truck there. I got used up a little bit a few times, but I had to do over again. I think I'd have probably done a couple things different there.
It's a tough track out there.
I'd finished a little better than what I did.
Yeah, I mean, you had a fast truck out there. It's tough.
I got beat up a little bit.
You did. There was a lot of bumping and banging going on out there, and people were using people up a little bit. But with some of those, I feel like you got to be a little bit aggressive, and that may work for some people, may not for others. So it depends. All right, guys. What do you do for fun other than racing and video games? We're going to start with Doc.
I'm always outside working in the yard. We got a few acres here, so we're always outside. And now I'm going to be a grandpa, so that's going to take up my time. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Do you know if it's a boy or girl?
Thank you. Boy.
Very, very cool. Well, congratulations. That's your first grandchild?
Yes. Yep.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yep.
All right, Bronco, what do you do for fun other than racing and video games?
If I'm not on here doing this, I'm either in school or I got 3 little girls that I hang out with. I got one that's awesome. 8, and then one that's 3, and one that's 9 months. So they take up a good bit of my time.
I bet they do. I have a 4-year-old, and
Yeah.
I can hear you on that. So 3 of them, you got your hands full.
Oh, girls too? I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Good luck to you on that one. All right, Big John, what do you do for fun other than racing and video games?
My work schedule's really tightened me up on my free time because I like to devote a lot of time here, try to improve. But in the summers, I golf. I golf in a few golf leagues, and then over the winter, I bowl.
Oh, nice.
I also go to school too over the winter, but I'll be graduating here in March, so excited for that. And a little bit of a car enthusiast, so I have a little mini car collection. I like to go to car shows and stuff like that.
Very cool. What are you graduating from school for?
I'm actually in my plumbing apprentice program right now,
Oh, cool.
so I'll be a journeyman plumber. So it's like a 4-year technical program.
Right. That's very cool. Well, congratulations on graduating soon. That's got to be a big relief for you.
Yeah, I know. I work 55 to 60 hours a week as we
I bet you
speak,
do.
and plus racing, in a couple leagues and going to school. It's a task.
I bet so. All right, Big John, what is your favorite track to race at?
I thought about this question and I really couldn't narrow it down to one, so I narrowed it down to three.
Nice.
My three favorite tracks probably to race at is actually here at Atlanta, just because of the strategy. It's fast, all those things. Dover being second. Dover's also another fast track. Just like the aspect, and it's hard to pass, and I like having to set up the opponent, to set up that pass, one at a time.
Right.
And then third track being Kansas, which is kind of a similar track to setting up, and I just like running the high line, and that's definitely a track where you got to do that. So those would be my three.
Very cool. All right, Bronco, what about you? What is your favorite track to race at?
I would have to say my favorite track is probably Richmond.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
That's another good one.
It is.
Yeah, just like, to me, it's a real technical track, and it takes a lot of discipline on and off the gas, and there's a little bit of counter steer in there, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun.
It's a
kind of like
rhythm
Big John was
track.
saying, I feel like you kind of got to, right, and you got to set people up for a couple laps, so I enjoy it.
Nice. I like it. All right, Doc, what about you? What is your favorite track to race at?
Well, people think I'm crazy, but I'm going to say Bristol because it's patience and finesse to get around that track and get around.
You know what? I have to say that's one of my favorite tracks on this particular game. It's challenging and it's different from a lot of the other tracks. So, I mean, I personally don't think you're too crazy.
I mean, I've got a knack for it for some reason. I really like that track. So
That's awesome. All right, guys. Where was the first track you got your first win at? It could be anything. It could be NASCAR or something else. We'll go with Doc first.
Vegas.
Very cool. What about you, Bronco?
Yeah.
I believe my first one was actually at Richmond.
Oh, nice. All right, Big John, where did you get your first one at?
We're twinning there. I got the first win at Vegas in the league race. First AK win I've had is at Atlanta, but the first league race overall was at Vegas.
Very nice. All right, guys, I know you have qualifying to go to, so we're going to get through this hopefully soon. But you are spotted at your favorite restaurant. What restaurant is it? We're going to go with Big John.
It's not a place we get to go to a lot because we don't have one too locally. But if you're spotting me at one, you're spotting me at Five Guys Burger and Fries.
I've never been there. Is it really? I mean, I assume it's
you're
pretty
missing out.
Nice.
It
I'll
is
have to
a
try
little
it.
bit on the pricier side.
Yeah.
The burgers are good, and if you go with a couple other people too, they give you a lot of fries. They'll just dump them in the bag, just cut open the bag and go at it.
Oh,
And
nice.
Fantastic.
That's awesome. All right, what about you, Bronco? You're at a restaurant. Where are we finding you at?
I'm a big Japanese kind of guy, so I like going
Nice.
to this place called Kabuki's here in Cary.
Oh, I've never heard of that. That's cool, though. That's very different. I like it. All right, Doc, if you're at a restaurant, where are we finding you at?
Well, it ain't gonna be a restaurant. It's gonna be a little hole-in-the-wall barbecue. It's in Austin, Texas, called Franklin Barbecue.
Oh,
You got to
nice.
stand about 3 hours before you can get served. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
it's definitely got to be worth
I
it
love
then.
those hole-in-the-wall places.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, it's definitely worth it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
All right, guys. I know qualifying is starting soon, so I want to thank you so much for being in the booth with me tonight. It's been great getting to talk with you guys. And good luck tonight.
Rosa.
I hope to see you guys back here after the race.
Yeah, hopefully. Thanks for having us.
No problem. Take it easy, guys. All right,
Thank you,
we
you
have J-Mac in the booth as always. How you doing tonight, J-Mac?
Oh, I'm doing just lovely. I'm a little tired for whatever reason, considering I haven't done anything all day except watch football and lay in bed. But hey, I'm a very exciting person. But yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm ready to watch some racing.
Awesome. Well, these guys are going to qualifying, and so let's talk about the race today. These guys are running anywhere from a 28.8 to a 29.1. Their fuel run is going to vary a lot tonight. It's going to be anywhere from 16 to 19 for the, for general. But if you have some of these guys that are saving, I've heard upwards to 24 laps. So you're going to see a lot of difference in how these guys are running. You're going to see guys going full out, trying to get the fastest time they can, and you're going to see guys saving, a lot of savings. So they're going to be dropping to the back, hoping that they can make the fuel in the tires last as long as they can. So let's talk about stages, guys. 162 laps tonight. The first stage, you're going to see around 40 laps. The second stage is 38. And the final part of the race is going to be 78. So there's a lot of racing tonight to do. And like I said last week, we just came off of a dirt track. And tonight we're back at the asphalt. Very, very fast track, but it chews up the tires. So these guys are really going to have to save the tires out there. But I'm excited for them, J-Mac. And I don't know about you. I'm going to put you on the spot as I always do. Who do you see winning tonight?
I have absolutely no idea. I believe the Bolt won the AKA race here last season. He's not in the field tonight, but goodness, I don't know who to pick. It's really
it's
tough,
crazy.
especially a race where different strategies are going to be played out. Who tunes their car to make strategy? Who tunes their car to just have speed? And another thing that we're gonna have to watch for, this is a place that is extremely hard on tires, and it loses a ton of grip, especially in the rear late in a run. So this is gonna be a tough race for a lot of these drivers. They're gonna have to be managing their car, managing their grip, managing their fuel, managing their wear, managing everything. So it's gonna be a big mental test, and that's gonna be fun to watch. Who can do the best job at managing themselves and their race cars.
Absolutely. And you know, points is another thing. We're going to have some guys saving, but we talked about stage 1 is 40 laps, and some of these guys are getting up to 24, but others, they're only able to hang out there for 16 to 19 laps, so they're going to have to do some saving. But let's talk about stage points here. We have Element, who is in the points lead at the moment, but stage points mean so much to these guys. You have to be able to get the stage points to pad out your points against the other drivers. Element is in first. We have Tom Flitty in second. We have Moordog in third. He's actually not even racing anymore. He might come back and make a visit later, but as of right now, he's falling. He was the points leader. And fourth, we have Wow That's Garbage. He has 192 points, so stage points mean a lot. And we're going to find out what is more important for these guys. A win for the entire race, or are we going to see guys go after both and try to get those stage points and a win? And there's so much on the line tonight. It's just, it's going to be a very interesting race. I do want to give a shout out to everyone in chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have Dr. Wheel. He says, hi. What's up? I hope you're doing well out there. Rock NASCAR, always out here supporting everybody. I appreciate it. He says hello to everyone in the booth and best of luck to all the drivers. Jacob NASCAR says good luck to everyone. He says Charlotte is next week. These guys, I believe they are actually going to Indy. So it's going to be very interesting. J-Mac, I see that. Basani, what's up? I hope you guys enjoy the race tonight. It's going to be a good one, I'm telling ya. It's going to be very interesting. I watched them in practice, and I'll tell you what. Tom is extremely fast. Big John, newer guy. I didn't hear a lot of him before this, but he's really fast, and I'm very impressed with how he drives and what he can do out there. So I'm looking forward to see how he runs tonight. He seems to be pretty confident in his car. We have Element, who is super fast out there. Moordog, I see you, and we're missing you out here, absolutely. But I'm excited to see what these guys can do. Tom, though. Tom and Element, I saw those guys a lot in practice tonight. They are really fast, so we're going to have to keep our eye out on him. Tom just seems to be having that speed week in and week out. Very consistent driver. So they should be good to go with qualifying pretty soon here. So we're going to find out who is on pole, who's going to lead us for the race. But man, I don't know. It's going to be so close, J-Mac. But like we talked about, fuel and tire wear is going to be the thing to talk about tonight.
Exactly. We'll learn who has a good stout piece in qualifying. Especially, we won't learn a whole lot because at Atlanta you can get a really good lap out of the draft, and this can be a pretty drafty place. But it's going to be that first stage, that first green flag run. Who can hold on, whose cars last, who looks stable at the end of a run, and whose cars go a longer distance without losing their grip than the other drivers. That's going to be when we find out who's fast. But this qualifying session is going to be really, really interesting to figure out who has the most brute force speed.
Absolutely. You know, Atlanta is so fun to drive, but once the tires start wearing, I saw a couple of guys getting a little loose out there entering turn 1, and it can really turn your rear out there. And if you're side by side with someone, you're going to have to really watch it, because you can move up the track and get into somebody. We saw a couple of people making some contact out there. So we're going to have to see how they can handle that tonight. It's going to be an issue, but it is so fast, and the draft it's huge out there. So if you can stay in the draft, you're going to be okay, but a lot of these guys are going to try to save. So they're going to have to try to do that, but maintain the speed so that they can catch back up from the saving, and hopefully it'll work out in the end for them when other people are going in for an extra pit stop. J-Mac, I don't know if these guys are done with qualifying yet, but it should be pretty soon. Yeah, from what I'm hearing, it is just wrapping up. So we should be getting to Atlanta racing quite soon, and I'm excited. One of my favorite tracks. J-Mac, I have to ask you, what is your favorite track?
My favorite track. Let's see. Love Mid-Ohio. Mid-Ohio is a great place. Charlotte Roval. A lot of tracks that most people we interview do not say are their favorite tracks are places that I absolutely love. Love Martinsville. Martinsville is a really, really fun place to race. I love Martinsville.
I
absolutely love Martinsville. I love Mid-Ohio, the Charlotte Roval, Sonoma. Canadian Tire is fun, even though it's a little bit weird currently in Heat 4. And
it is a little weird.
And Watkins Glen is for the birds, but I don't know. I love a lot of places. I will say to throw it out there, I do love the way Auto Club drives in this game. Auto Club is just a amazing place to race in this game.
It is so fun there.
It's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
It is that's a really fun big track to race at. But least favorite tracks, I have learned that, and it really kind of surprised me, that I'm not a big fan of Iowa for some reason. I have not been very good there in either league that I've run, and I loved Iowa in Heat 3, but I am not good there for some reason here. But anyways,
interesting. From what I'm hearing, we have Jose and Tom Tom on the front row. Absolutely incredible. And if you guys know the story of Jose, I'm going to call him out. I'm sorry, Jose, I love you. He has been struggling super fast. He won the spring championship, came in with this new game and struggled. But look at this guy. He's out there on the front row. He came last week, a couple of weeks ago it could have been, and he's like, Jose has figured something out here. You guys better watch out. So I'm excited to see what he can do tonight. It's good to have him back, and he seems pretty confident. So we're going to see what he can do tonight. Burke says, what do you guys think of Road America? My experience
Road
on there...
America's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. My experience on there came from Forza. I learned how to drive it on there, but it is a lot of fun. So I like it. I like Road America. All right, we have 26 drivers. Let's go take a look. I'm going to take a look at times before we go. We have Jose, 28.9. He is in first. Let's go to the race at Atlanta Motor Speedway, guys. These guys are on track, ready to roll. Let's hope we have a clean race. It's a very fast track, and I am excited to see what they can do out there.
I am too, and with Jose up front, we know he has that speed. Does he have a car that lasts? That's been the thing that sort of plagued him, is that he's able to build fast cars, but they aren't good long run cars. So let's see if he has that tonight, and if he does, then watch out, because he is one of the most naturally talented. He's a super clean racer more than anything, and he is a lot of fun to watch, because he will take subversive lines. He will try to make that outside line work if it's possible. And
absolutely,
it's a lot more fun watching it when Jose's at the front.
And here we go. He is out front. These guys are off at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 24 on the front, and he is the leader. That is Jose, 720. We have Garbage directly behind him in that 6. We have Tom Tom trying to hold out the outside. Garbage pulls out in front of him. We have the 9. That is String directly behind him, and he is doing really well in points. These guys are already starting to form a single file line. Jose looking pretty strong out there so far, but we have Garbage going to the outside trying to make a move with String hanging right behind him. We're going to see if they can hold on to it, J-Mac.
Yeah, here they go. They're getting 2x2x2. String slides up in front of Garbage. Big John down there, or that's Tom Tom in the 8, sorry. Tom Tom in the 8 looking underneath String. Right now these drivers looking nice and stable. Let's say that. The 8 slides up into the 9, and that really stacks them up a little bit. Don't think there was much harm done, so not much of a foul, but still I imagine String not too happy right now.
Look at Tom Tom. I mean, these guys are so crowded behind him. Jose was able to get away just a little bit while these guys were battling it back and forth. That's good news for him, but they are in a single file line now. They're going to be catching him pretty quickly here as Tom Tom. In practice, he was super fast and he's got some help, but these guys are going 2 and 3 wide all the way back. We're already seeing a lot of action on track, but Jose, he is mirror driving right now. He's got to concentrate on keeping those guys behind him.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about Atlanta is it is wide. It's very fast. It's very wide, and here, whenever everyone has a lot of grip, there's a lot of room to race, and you can be pretty racy. It's that back half of the run when you need to kind of figure out your track position. You need to start racing the racetrack. As we see someone deep in the field against the wall, there's a black car up against the wall. But right now we have a battle for the lead shaping up.
We do have a battle for the lead, and Tom Tom is directly behind Jose. I don't think he's going to stay behind him. Yeah, he is already going up on the outside, trying to make a move against Jose, who is in the lead. These guys are nose to nose, side by side. He's got a little help behind him, but Jose is looking pretty strong on that inside line. And he has, well, as soon as I say that, they're going back and forth, still side by side. What an incredible battle for the lead. String directly behind him. Kind of going back and forth between them, J-Mac.
Yeah, and Jose, he's not in the line he wants to be. When he's battling somebody, he likes being up top so he can have that run out of the corners. He can gin up a lot of momentum and fight back on the outside and keep that other driver pinned down. He was the guy on the inside this time, but he has a really strong car right now. Now, Tom Tom looking underneath. We'll see if Jose can run that line he's known for running so well.
Absolutely. Jose loves the outside. Will he love it tonight as String is all over Tom Tom's back bumper, helping him out there? We're going to see if he can hang on to it, but it looks like he's got a little bit of a nose out. He's going to take over the lead. Tom Tom is your new leader here. He has String right behind him. Jose trying to hold on to it. Man, what an incredible battle here for the lead.
Yeah, Jose gives it up, falls into third place. Tom Tom ran that, what we like to joke about, called the go-kart line out of turn 2, right along the yellow line. Looked like the backstretch at Talladega, but he was able to make it work, keep that momentum up, and clear him to make the pass. And now he's gotten a little bit of a gap on String. String's slowly maybe started to make it up, but Tom has a really, really fast car tonight.
Absolutely. We have Bob H in the chat. He says, let's go Big John. I'll tell you what, I was talking about Big John earlier. That guy is super fast. I like what he's doing out here, so I'm hoping to give him an interview after the race, which means he's earned a top 3 spot out here for the final. We're out here on board with String 33 at the moment. He is in second place. We have Tom Tom in the lead, Jose in third, and these guys are in a breakaway. What I have to talk about, guys, though, let's take a look at Garbage. What happened to Garbage? I mean, he was directly behind these guys, and I watched him while he was in 7th, and he has fallen even more, J-Mac. Possibly, I don't even know, 12th place maybe?
And that's on the negative side of the spectrum, but somebody, a positive side I want to look at, our man he's just now lost 4th, he's going to fall back into 6th here, but a strong start to the race for Freddie. He's not someone we see up toward the front too often in these races. He has a really strong ride tonight, a really strong car. He's doing a great job holding on to it right now in that 3rd place in that 2nd pack. Give a shout out to that 71 car for a good start.
Absolutely. Freddie looking strong out there. He's got Pro Boss leading the 2nd pack out here. I can't see who is in that second part. It looks like the 19, which would be TAC 24. We'll see if we can get a hold of him out there. Yeah, that is TAC 24, who won last week's race at Eldora. So absolutely incredible. We have 30 laps to go, guys, and these guys are so varied in their fuel strategy. So we might see pit stops coming up soon, but they can go anywhere from, and this is going to vary, 16 to 24 laps. What can your driver do? We're going to find out, but man, that front pack has such a huge lead. It's incredible to watch.
It's going to be really, really interesting to see if those drivers out front are saving anything, if they're going to be able to split the stage in half and hold on to that track position. There are a lot of really quick drivers. I was scrolling through Element deep in the field right now. He's holding back. He might be trying to save a little bit. Like you talked about earlier, Garbage sitting in the middle of the field right now. A couple of drivers we normally see up toward the front right now, either struggling or playing the save game right now.
You know, and I talked to Element, and I was just actually on him before you talked about him. He's talking about saving. I mean, he wants to make sure that he can save and hang on out there. So you're going to see him doing a lot of saving tonight. He's got the speed out there. I don't know if something happened to him, but I'm thinking that he is definitely going to be saving. So we're going to have to watch out. But he is your current points leader. So he wants to grab those stage points. But for him tonight, it may just be a thing of, I want to get the win, stage points. I'm in the lead. They don't matter too terribly much to me right now. I just need to save that fuel and the tires. Let's go back up to the lead. We have Tom Tom, who is side by side with String up there. String tucks back down into second. We have Jose in third. Just watching the whole thing go down. 9 tucks back in, so we still have Tom Tom in the lead. These guys are still off and running. They have quite a bit of padding between them and that second pack, and it is just growing.
Meanwhile, these three have really checked out on the rest of the field. These drivers have some stout race cars under them. Definitely have hot lap speed. We'll have to see what kind of longevity they have as the race goes along. But these three definitely are the class of the 15-lap run right now.
Absolutely. You can see how far these cars are spread out. From what I'm understanding, the leaders might be coming up on pit stops for these guys. We have String hanging down low towards the apron there, which usually signifies that they are going into pits. We're going to find out if they make a stop right now, but Jose looks like he is staying above. And here they go. We have our leaders going in for a pit stop. Jose decides to stay out, so we're going to find out how that affects him and when is he going to go in, as we have String and Tom Tom in pit road.
Yeah, now Jose all by himself, going to be maybe a little bit slower without the draft. He's definitely not going to be able to be saving any fuel like he might have been at the tail end of that little trio there. Saw driver, I think that was Freddie, pull way down. He might be coming in, him and Proboss running that really low line and really getting woed up, as a lot of drivers hitting pit road here, including our leader.
Our leader, Jose, is on pit road. A lot of takers. Not too much spread out as far as pit strategy goes. Just a lap between the top guys here. So we're going to find out, when is Element going to go in? When is Garbage going to go in? These guys were at the front of the pack here, so we're going to find out, when do they go in? We have Tom Tom exiting. He is out on the track once again. We're going to see how he fares as pit strategy and the pit cycle roll through. You see MDL in that 42 on that high side. Tom Tom's going to pass him up. Very interesting strategies, J-Mac.
The one car who was listed as our leader, he just came into pit. I believe that cycles out to Garbage being our race leader here in the 6 car. He's headed down the backstretch. I believe he is currently your leader. And can't tell who that is behind him, but I believe that is your second place car, whoever that is.
Garbage stays out, and so I'm thinking that he was definitely saving. That's why he was dropping back, because he dropped back pretty fast, and he was out in the front at the start of the race. So we're going to see a lot of that tonight. It's going to be one of those, we've seen it so many times, where you think someone's going to win it and they're out front, and then something happens, they run out of fuel, or they have to go in for that extra pit stop, so somebody unexpected comes out and they take home the win. As we have Garbage coming in, man, he is taking that super wide. He makes sure he gets in there, and we have Big John in that 47. He comes in behind him. Another taker behind him. We got 3 on pit road.
Believe the 18 might be now your new leader. He is currently in front of the 8, and he is getting tracked down pretty quickly. 8 being TomTom, who was leading, who was among that lead group that first started pit stops. I believe the 18 is currently your leader. I've heard that confirmed in my ear, so hooray me for guessing that correctly. And he almost wrecked.
Wow, I just caught the tail end of that.
Wiped it out.
Man, we've seen that happen so many times, J-Mac. It is just so sketchy getting onto pit road. You got to watch out for the guys who are going full speed compared to the guys that are coming onto pit road. It can get pretty sketchy out there. Coming off, we've seen a lot of issues also for these guys getting super loose coming out of pit road. I haven't seen an issue with that so far here tonight, which is a very good thing. We have Big John. We're watching him in the 47. He's coming out on track. A lot of guys around him, so we're going to find out as the pit cycle goes through who the leader is. It's going to be pretty close. 38, and J-Mac, we've talked about it. That is Element. One of the faster guys here tonight, and we talked about it, how he was probably saving. He is your current leader out here, as he has not taken to pit road yet, and as I say that, he is coming on in, so that will bring out yet another new leader.
This is exactly like what we were talking about earlier, is how crazy the pit cycles would be. Who would I wonder if these two cars up in front, I wonder if they tried something, maybe tried right sides on their pit stop, or if they have not come into pit yet. That's I believe the 42, that's a green car, and then the 96 maybe, the Parker Kligerman machine driven by whoever is in that car today. I'm horribly sorry, but
I'm looking at all these guys out there. The 8
that is
has
the 40
cycled.
of Delta Rocket, excuse me.
Yeah, 40 of Delta Rocket is out there. He's usually in the 99. He is racing the 40 out there tonight. But TomTom has taken over as your new leader once the pit cycle has gone through. So he is back out on track. And look at the lead that he has. I can see behind him, and we had Jose. You can see him way back there. TomTom has such a huge lead. Like you said, J-Mac, I don't know if he took 2 tires, what is going on, but we'll see if the strategy pays. 15 to go at the line.
I do worry because he's going to have to make another pit stop, I believe, as well as that 9 car and probably the 24 of Jose. Jose looks like he might have backed off a ton to try to save a little bit, and that might be what the 9's doing. The 8 just charging along. He's out all by himself running his laps, but I don't know if that's going to work out for him, especially considering the number of drivers that can stay out and not have to visit pit road again before the stage ends.
Yeah, we have Jose. He's out here. He's got Pro Boss directly behind him, so he's got some draft help out there, which is going to help him. May not help him save too much, but he will definitely get further with the draft help. So we're going to see how that compares to TomTom, as he is completely by himself at the moment. Looks like Pro Boss is separating himself just a little bit off of Jose. I don't know if he's getting loose back there or if he is saving a little more than Jose is, but they are separating just a little bit. It's going to be so close, J-Mac.
Yeah, I believe Jose running a really low line, not taking a lot of racetrack on exit. That makes me... I feel like he has to be saving. That's why he's fallen so far back.
I agree.
But
and now the 00 runs a little bit lower line out of 4 because I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm trying really hard, dadgummit.
We have Jose. He is your current, he's P3 right now. We have Probos, who is in 4th, so that's 3rd and 4th sitting right there. Second is going to be String. We're going to see if we can take a look at him out there. You can see he's got quite a bit of people right in front of him. That's going to be Tom Tom ahead of him. He is the leader. That is Tom Tom up ahead in the 8. String in 2nd, Jose in 3rd, Probos in 4th. There is quite a bit of traffic up ahead.
I was flipping through the field and I got to Johnny Rocket. He was running up against the wall, then turned it left through the field to get to pit road. A very interesting moment, but he was able to get to pit road and everyone made it through unscathed. But that was just kind of funny to see as I was just flipping through to find somebody side by side. And right now, not a lot of side by side action. The 21 of Little Wing has the 47 of Big John behind him, and then you have the battle between Probos and Jose. But right now, not a lot of close races, or not everyone's really spread out is what I'm trying to say right now.
Everyone is spread out, and we have Jose, who I'm hearing over the radio. He is going to be going into pit road once again. That should be the final stop for stage 1 for him. It's going to be very interesting to see how that fares. All right, we do have our leader, the 8 of Tom Tom Flitty. He is on pit road also, so our top guy is going on to pit road. Let's take a look to see if String made it on there. Yeah, he stayed out.
String is currently in 3 and 4.
He is in 3 and 4 with the 3 directly on his high side. He still stays out, so he's going to stay out there a couple of extra laps. This is so interesting, guys, and I haven't seen a caution come out. These guys are running 3 times wear. It wears a lot on your tires, especially at a track like Atlanta. It's so fast out here in the bumps. You can just see how the camera is shaking around. String giving the cue that he will pit as he comes around the final turn here, 3 and 4. So we're going to find him onto pit road, I do believe. Yeah, he's pulling in right now.
That will cycle somebody out to the lead. That's crazy and everything. It was Garbage leading that group that stayed out a little bit longer. So I kind of wonder if maybe that 6 car will be the beneficiary of these drivers pitting.
We're on board with, wow, that's Garbage. He's got the 13 directly behind him. These guys are racing pretty close. He's got some help out there at least. He's got 3 cars ahead of him. These guys were side by side. One goes into the wall. They managed to hold on to it. They look like they are trying to get onto pit road. One of them is. Very, very close call as they was trying to get to pit road. Nice save by them, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's the 2 of Ramsett, who's just now hit pit road for his second stop of the stage. Cappy Go Fast, he just got on pit road. He just exited pit road. He got his service. Right now, it's just a wonder who can make it.
Looks like one of Turner is your current leader as he has stayed out. A lot of other guys have gone in. Let's take a look at Turner and see what's going on with him. I can make it to him. It's not letting me. I'm pretty sure I just went through everybody. There we go. We're on board with Turner GA out here. He is your current leader in that number 1 car. Looks like he might be coming into pit road this time. He is woeing it down to enter pit road. There he goes, safe and sound. You see Garbage out there passing him up. He is going for his pit road.
I believe, wow, that's Garbage has taken over the lead. That 18 of Diamond, I believe, would be your 3rd place car. I believe the 47 of Big John is currently your 2nd place car, as long as neither of those drivers between him and Garbage are on the lead lap, and I don't believe they are.
Garbage is your current leader. Let's take a look at Garbage out here. There he is. Number 6 of, wow, that's Garbage, current leader. So many position changes here. I mean, the pit cycle is everything. Fuel and tire wear, 3 to go in the stage. And Garbage is your leader. Now, this is the guy that started saving immediately in the race. I told you guys you're going to see a lot of changes out here, and here we go. the 6 who we saw in mid-pack early on in the race from saving. He is now your leader. Now the question is, can he hold on to it, J-Mac?
Can he hold on to it? Another interesting thing to watch here is, can this 8 car pass him? That'll get the 8 of Tom Flitty back on the lead lap. That'll keep him from getting pinned a lap down. That'll allow him to make service. He could be the lucky dog, but this will help his track position on the restart as he makes the pass on, well, that's garbage. The 4 of Kevin H. Harvick, he might be your second place car, I guess, considering the speed he's running in relation to the 6.
White flag of the stage. The 8 has safely made it by him. So like you said, J-Mac, that will not trap him a lap down. But very interesting on stage 1 on who is going to finish the top parts of this race and get those points for stage 1. Very, very interesting though. But it looks like Garbage is going to be safe and sound. We're going to find out as he goes around, make it over the line here. Yeah, that is going to be stage 1. Garbage wins the stage. Second and third, you're going to have to help me out with that one, J-Mac.
Second, I believe, is BKR Big John, and then in third, I believe, is Diamond 20X.
Big John out here in second. We had him in the booth earlier on. We have Bob H, who is out there cheering him on. You must be pretty happy about that. He is looking pretty strong out there, so good news for those guys. A lot of points to pad their points for the standings with. That is always a good thing. So they have the fuel strategy going. They're able to make their tires last. We're going to enter stage 2, and it's going to be another exciting one. Around 38 laps, and like I said, these guys can get anywhere from 16 to 24. It's insane. How is that going to fare for these guys? J-Mac, that that might be a lap down.
It's not good. And now we're going to have another stage where you're going to have to split it, so they could lose another lap here if they're not able to make it last. I believe the 9 of String, he was your lucky dog, so he'll be on the lead lap here. I believe that'll be 5 cars at the very least. I believe 6 with Element. So I believe there will be 6 cars here on the lead lap, and then everyone else will be fighting for the spot, the 43 in the 8. So there will be 8 cars here on the lead lap to start off the stage.
And here we go, stage 2 start. We have Garbage. He is the current leader. Look at Element on the outside already. What is going on? Just completely stacking up. Oh my gosh, the lag. I don't know if you're seeing this, J-Mac, but I just see it crashing everywhere. What is going on?
Yep. Yeah, there's a big old wreck.
That is insane. So we have 6 out there. That might bring out the caution there. Yeah, there's definitely a caution going on. That was insane.
That's a really quick yellow that really benefits pretty much the entire field, or a lot of the field anyway, that took the wave around. So I don't know what that was. I guess that was lag or something, but that was very fortuitous for a lot of drivers there.
What I'm hearing over the radio is that Element in that 38, he had the lag out there. I mean, I saw it on screen. It was pretty crazy. So that obviously got into a few cars. They do have damage on, so a couple of guys are going to have to go in to repair that. You can't go out and run if you have that damage on. So these guys are going to have another start once again. Let's go on over to Garbage. We're going to find out what's going on for this restart here, but we have Garbage. He is your leader. We have the 18. He is out there on the high side. That is Diamond 20. Looking pretty solid. A good restart so far. A lot of these guys going 3 wide already, J-Mac. That is absolutely incredible. 14
it was,
cars.
And to follow the story from what happened on that yellow, the 38 car is having some terrible lag. The 38 of Element 0, he just pulled over on that restart into that little celebration area, that little bit of pavement on the front stretch that's out of the way, out of the groove, and let the whole field go by. So a very fast car that we believe, from what we heard pre-race, can last a long time.
Yeah.
But he is currently dealing with lag, and that usually means you get forced out of line.
Absolutely. You know, if you have that bad of lag, they usually do have you pull over. You don't want to mess up the race for all the other guys, but I'll tell you what, You hate to see it. I hate to bring that out, but you really do, because a fast car out there that can really compete for the win, you hate to see it when they wreck out, when they lag out. You know, it just happens. But look at the 8 and the 6 already trying to get away up here. We have Tom Flitty in the number 8 in second place. We have Garbage, your current leader out there. These guys just absolutely flying. Oh, what did I miss?
Oh, the 21 got into the wall, and then he went up to the wall. Now the 24 is lagging all over the place. The 24 of Jose was stuttering really, really badly. I believe that's a 24 of Jose. That's a gray car. That might be the 43. I'm not sure.
24, I saw take a nosedive into the wall, flipped. He's out there solo on the track trying to recover himself. But we have another yellow, guys.
That is the 43. That was the 43 that was lagging there, I believe. Him from a distance, his and Jose's car look pretty similar, but that was the 43 of Skiboski who was lagging there after some contact with the 21 of Little Wing.
Not a good start to stage 2 just yet. We've had
Absolutely not.
Yeah, we've had 2 cautions in a very short amount of laps. Stage 1 perfectly clean, a lot of action going on. Stage 2 riddled with lag here tonight. Element lagging, and then according to J-Mac, from what he saw, the 43, not a good start. That completely wrecked out Jose. You see him starting right there midfield, almost in the back there. Tough start.
Now the 43 is doing the same thing the 38 had to do that last restart. He's pulling out of line, and going green. Some craziness up at the front. The 00 of Pro Boss leading them to the green.
Yeah, Pro Boss doing some pit strategy under caution. He is your current leader, as we have
the 38
Garbage on the outside,
another
and
lag.
Yeah, another lag, and it has caused a huge pileup. What is going on tonight? This is crazy. That's going to bring out your third caution in yet few laps here. Not what you want to see, but they'll get it straightened out. And I hate to see that as Element again. You know, you just hate watching really good fast cars struggle like that. It's never a good thing. They are talking about it over the radio, J-Mac. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to stay in. They're going to try to figure it out, but man, it is not looking good so far.
Yeah, our points leader lagging right now. A lot of talk over the radio about what needs to happen with that car, but we're back to green here, and right now the 00 and the 6 are leading them to the green.
You said a 00 in the 6 to the green. We have 43 pulling off, as he is one of the ones lagging. Pro Boss, your current leader. We have Garbage on the outside. These guys going side by side. Tom currently sitting in third in that number 8. So strong out here tonight. Garbage taking over second. We have Tom. The top 3 are already trying to get away. You have the 10 car out there. These guys trying to do something. Absolutely incredible racing so far. Hopefully things have calmed down, J-Mac, but it's looking like a good start this time around.
Hopefully, and now I wonder how many laps have been warped away by those cautions, because now we could be in a situation where these drivers have to make it all the way to this green, to the end of the stage, which several drivers have proven they can do, and several drivers have proven they cannot, as we are 3 wide for the lead.
3 wide for the lead. The 8 and the 6 hold it out. Pro Boss falls to third. We have Tom Flitty taking over the lead. Garbage in second. 24 to go at the line. Pro Boss just falling back through the traffic, but man, oh man, that 3 wide was absolutely insane out there.
Yeah, Garbage and the 8 have some really strong cars. The 00 is good, but not good enough to hold them off, as they both were able to get a great amount of momentum out of turn 2 to take him 3 wide, and both were able to clear him. The 8 made out with it, taking the lead. But these guys are going to have to run, I believe, 26 laps on this green flag run here, as that's maybe not going to matter because they are all over the place.
Yeah, they are all over the place. They were 3 wide for 4th place. I was trying to get back there to view it, but man, that was crazy. And that brings out, I do believe, our 4th caution just in one stage. Incredible. But that battle for 4th was getting pretty intense. You also had a 3-wide battle for the lead between Tom Tom, Garbage, and Pro Boss.
Yeah, now you strategy not completely out the window yet. This restart will probably be with about 18 laps, which from our numbers that we heard earlier, that's still something that some drivers can't make. So
it's going to be close.
Yep, it's going to be very, very close, but I imagine everyone's going to pit here so that they can make sure they can make it all the way, and this is a place where a couple of laps on the tires can take a lot of speed off of you.
Absolutely. I don't see anyone who wouldn't pit. There's no reason to. Hopefully we can go green
Except for
from
maybe
this
the 13.
time. We have the 13.
We have
he
not
is your
seen...
current leader.
He is your current leader. With a little bit of pit strategy, which we said would not happen, or I said we would not happen. But
Tom Tom trying to make his way around and being a little aggressive out there. We're going to find out. That looked like from my angle, I wasn't in his car, so we're going to find out. But 13 has a little bit of space in between him and second place.
I kind of wonder if he might have mule kicked the 8 a little bit, because the 8 really suddenly dropped back, and then he went into turn 3 and was really, really tight, like he might have had some front end damage. So I wonder if that might be a thing. And there's cars in the grass, but it looks like they might not be wrecked. Nope, yep, they're wrecked.
And that's going to bring out another caution, as Stone Mouse was your leader in that 13 car at the start here. But yet, that is going to be our 5th caution of the night. This is crazy, J-Mac. If this is stage 2, what is stage 3, the final part of the race? What is that going to bring? I mean, this is insane.
That might be a little tamer. We got a long way to go with that stage. That might be the tame stage. Who knows? But I don't know. Stage 2 brought to you by the Benny Hill theme here in the AKA Racing League at Atlanta. But it's just a tough track to race, and we get to that point where drivers we're definitely now in that window where everyone should be able to make it on one run without stopping for tires or fuel. So the gloves are going to be off as everyone's trying to get points, and this might not be over.
Absolutely. And a lot of this is just lag, which I noticed. I said it. If you watched the first stream, I was lagging. I usually do not lag, but there was so much lag today, and I feel like this is more of a game issue right now with so many people lagging and what's going on. I know the last couple of cautions were not lag, at least that we could tell. But I feel like there's a lot more lag today than usual.
There is a lot of lag, and I think it's kind of been that way for about a week or so. Like, we've just kind of noticed that there's been a little more jitteriness and a little more desync, and that seems to be biting some drivers right now as Stone Mouse gives up 5 spots. If this works out, I mean, this has definitely helped his track position to start off, so this might not have been a terrible move. Him in the 41 make a little bit of contact, and the 71 of Freddie splits them. What a move by the 71 of Freddie as the 8 and 00 try to set sail on the field.
Freddie just looking really good out there tonight. I mean, we've seen him in a lot of races come out to the front there, but there's been a few where it just hasn't been his race. But Big John, I'm looking at him right now. He is stuck in a lot of traffic. Look at this, guys. We have a guy hit the apron. He's going like 4 wide. He tries to save it, hits the apron, nowhere he could go. You just saw it right there. Absolutely incredible. There's no way that's not bringing out a caution right there.
I believe the entire field pull that was behind them piled into that one, but I don't even know how to call that one. They just got turned into a wad of cars and just started bouncing off of each other. And I think the 47 ended up on the apron there and kind of spun back up into him. But I don't know if he was put there or what. But just can't get any traction going right now in this race. Really, really tough sledding between the lag and the aggression.
Absolutely. I mean, this is one of the more intense races that we've seen out here tonight, and caution filled. We haven't seen that much of this season, but tonight, stage 2 has just brought it all out for the cautions. Let's take a look up here. We still have Pro Boss hanging on to the lead, doing a great job out there. We have Tom Tom. He is still hanging on to it also. These guys keep battling out there. Garbage trying to make his way up there, but look at Freddie. You keep talking about Freddie tonight, and he is right up there, up front, trying to make something happen tonight.
He's on the inside of the 8 of Tom Tom, trying to look after the 3rd place right now. He's gonna get the draft from the 00 and the 6 as Pro Boss throws a nasty block on the 6, and wow, that's garbage. That is not the driver to do that to, because he will very quickly throw a block on you. Garbage being one of the more aggressive drivers out there. But those two going at it hard right now.
Whoa, garbage
and the 6
into
gets
the
the
wall.
worst end of it. He gets the wall.
Absolutely, he hangs on to it, but man, oh man, he is not going to let that slide. Like you said, he's not one to do that, and look at him. He's already like, let me at him. Let me at him. He's got a huge run already back on Pro Boss's
3
bumper.
wide.
These guys 3 wide. We have Tom Tom, Freddie, garbage,
Tom-Tom's
3 wide.
Ooh.
This is insane.
It's just so tough on the bottom of 3 wide. The 8, no angle. Carried just a little too much speed. Slid up into the 71, and that put garbage in the wall. He got the worst end of that, and Freddie as well lost a few spots. But Tom Tom, he gets to hold on to 2nd.
Tom Tom holds on to 2nd. We're on board with String 33. He is your current P4 sitter right here. We have Pro Boss in 1st, Tom Tom in 2nd. 95. I want to take a look. I do believe that is Bronco. Let's take a look as we have 7 to go, guys. That's 96. I thought it was a 95. That is a 96, and that is Bronco. We saw him in the booth earlier tonight. He seemed pretty confident in his car. And out here he is, and currently sitting in 3rd.
Tom Tom, he's going to have the
Huge
outside.
run.
Oh, the doubles. Whew. The 00 slides up into him, tail whips him going into 2. That kills his momentum, puts him up in the front. That 00 has the gloves off right now, leading this race.
He's got the gloves off, and he is trying to do everything he can to protect first. With a few laps left, he's going to have to do it because Bronco is on the move. He's going underneath, trying to make something happen, trying to take over the lead. There he goes, battling it side by side, a few rows deep. These guys are trying to battle for the lead here. It's getting super close. We have 43 of Ski. He is out there currently fighting for 2nd. Man, look at these guys bouncing off each other, J-Mac. Oh
Bouncing
my.
off of each other.
Somebody hits the wall. That was Freddie who hit the wall, and he is dropping back. Look at these guys going side by side, going way far up for Ski. Absolutely incredible. Who is this out front now?
That's the 96 of Bronco, I believe. He just gets the apron. That kills his momentum. The 43 of Skaboski. But he has the 9 of String, who was one of our faster cars, one of our lead trio from earlier in the race. He's breathing down their necks, trying to take over these spots. He's going to move Skaboski out of the way. Just kind of lean on him. The 18 of Diamond takes it 3 wide.
Take everything you know and throw it out the door from what we saw. We have all new guys up in the lead here.
I don't know if he was trying to get into line or if he was trying to pinch him, but the 9 squeezed the 18 on the apron, and that slowed all of them down.
3 to go at the line. The 43 is all over the 96 of Bronco, putting pressure on him. He is trying to get away with him so they can battle this out for stage 2 win here. Man, what a great run for Bronco tonight. The 18 of Diamond, he's hanging on to 3rd back there, trying to do all he can to catch up. These guys are starting to form a single file line, trying to catch these 2 guys, and it is working. Bronco's going to have to do a lot of mirror driving and a lot of protecting for the stage win.
Skaboski with a very late block, but he was able to clear the 18. He's going to get under the 96, who I think got the apron. The 18's going to have the run down the straightaway here. The 9's going to take him 3 wide.
Bronco just gets demolished after coming off of the wall, going into traffic, causes a huge pileup that brings out the caution. That is going to be the stage here.
I believe the 9 of String had both of them cleared, but the 18 we haven't seen up front. He spent most of that first stage saving. He kind of showed what kind of a speed car he has there in that run. The 43 with a great run. He was one of those drivers saving in that first stage. He found his way to the front, but the 9, one of those drivers who was able to and apparently the 43 won the stage.
43 won the stage. That is Ski Boski, and he did a great job out there. 9 got second place, so nice points for these guys to help him out in the standings here. We're gonna see what happens in the final part of the race. And J-Mac, this all happened in stage 2. I don't even want to guess what's gonna happen right now.
I mean, there's no way they can keep up the pace they had at the end of stage 2. That was some wild, crazy gloves off, dirty, amazing racing, and I loved it. But that was very entertaining to watch. But green flag and this running order has been completely jumbled up. We have the 24 of Jose. He's back at the front.
It's insane. We have the 43 of Ski. He is out there. He goes to the high side. I don't know if he got loose there, but man, it made me nervous for a second. Jose out there in third. Who is that in second? Is that String in the 9?
That would be String in that 9 car, yes.
String in the 9 car. We have Jose in third. Ski looking pretty strong out here for stage 3. We have Diamond in the mix out here. A lot of fast cars, but man, we've talked about it tonight. So many switch ups. And I called it at the beginning of the race. You may think you know who is going to win, but it is going to switch up very quickly. We've seen it all season long with these races where you get the fuel save. And we already have String going in for the lead with Jose directly behind him. String takes over the lead. A huge, huge battle. We have Jose going for second. What do you see, J-Mac? Oh my gosh, I look behind me and look at the madness.
Wreck, the 00 darted off to the right into whoever it was on the outside of him. Not sure if he got a little loose off the corner and overcorrected, or maybe was trying to throw a block, but he hooked it right into whoever was on the outside of him, and that caused a massive pileup.
You said it, a massive pileup, and man, oh man, that is just going to change things once again. I don't even know. I could ask you who you think is going to win, but I think you're going to be like me, and I have no clue. This is insane. If you guys have a hint of who is going to win, you have your favorite driver out there, let me know who you think is going to win tonight. This has been one of the more intense battles here. It's crazy. Let's take a look who's out front. We're on board with TomTom, who is way, way back in the pack. Let's see if we can bring it out to the front.
It's the 20 car who's leading him into turn 1 right now. Not sure who that is, but
that is Rocky Top.
That's Rocky Top.
Is Rocky Top. He's got String directly behind him. Expert Toaster in third. We have Ski in the mix. All new faces out here. We have Jose up there. Man, everybody wants a piece of this front pack, and you really have to hang on to it. They can just swallow you whole. I mean, that is such a drafty track that you can't really get away. I mean, you may be able to get away for a couple of laps, but as long as you hang on to it, they're gonna catch up to you, and you're gonna have to do a lot of defending. We haven't seen so much of a fuel race in stage 2. It was so insane. I just see a huge wreck, 18 wrecks. Does it look like he saved it? I don't know if that was lag or what. This is insane.
I believe there's a slowing down, it looks like, for a yellow. But just ever since we started stage 2, that we had the caution for the stage break, and that seemed to either light a switch under some of these drivers. It threw a little bit of a wrench into the way the game is working. I don't know, but it's been a laggy, aggressive mess since the green flag dropped on stage 2, and that is continuing here into stage 3.
It sure has. And Christopher says, I'm so confused now. You are not the only one. This is insane, and just so much lag happening. I can't imagine what it is to be out on the track. These guys have to be frustrated. They're probably losing their patience, and you can't do that. You gotta hang on to it. Keep the patience, give each other room. Yeah, you gotta hold on to it. We still have the 20. He is out here in the lead. That is Rocky Top. Let's see if we can take a look at him, if I can find him without making you guys go crazy with the cameras. We'll find him eventually. There we go. We're on
Yeah, he's a long way back there.
He's a long way back there, but we got him. We have Happy Harvick. He's in the mix. Kevin Harvick out here. He switches his name. I can't remember what his name is now. We have Jose still in the mix. Garbage. Look at Rocky Top trying to get away as these guys are battling for second at the moment. We have a lot of guys going through the grass back there. You see some dirt flying. They managed to hang on to it, but we have a guy in the wall. J-Mac, who was that? Man.
That's a black-ish car. That might be Expert Toaster in the 10. That's a custom car this week. Toaster's kind of hard to spot, but that might be him. I think maybe him and a couple other cars blending in. But the 9 of String with a very aggressive move to take it 3 wide. He doored Boss a little bit in the 0-0, but he thought better of it and got out of it. And now that front pack. Oh. And Probos tried to draft with the 4. That slowed them both down, and Probos gets up in the wall.
Man. Stays into the wall to try not to disturb the pack here, but man, oh man, it falls way to the back. It's definitely going to hurt him on that, as we see rams it in that 2 car side by side with Garbage. Absolutely crazy out here. I mean, this is brutal tonight.
Yeah, I was swinging back to find him, and once I got to him, he was in the bottom pack with a whole lot of drivers going everywhere behind him. So I'm not sure what happened there, but a lot of action toward the middle and the front of the pack.
Absolutely. Christopher says, I don't think Garbage can come back. Well, we're on board with him. He's currently sitting in 3rd. Garbage is a driver you don't want to doubt. As soon as you doubt him, he'll do what he's doing right now, and he'll make his way back up there. We saw him in the back of the pack in stage 1 just for saving. He was saving the fuel, saving the tires, and he is out here running in the front of the pack. We have Jose, your current leader. Let's take a look at him. He was on pole at the start of the race, and he is back out front after an earlier caution that involved him. A bunch of flipping and a lot of damage to his car, but he is back out, and this guy is confident on track. J-Mac, I am loving it.
I am too. A good dude, clean racer, really naturally fast. Just has not enjoyed his time on this new game yet, but here he is out front, late in the race, here in the end of not at the end of stage 3, but here in the final stage, midway through with 60 to go. He's right where he needs to be, battling for the lead. That 6 of Garbage, though, super quick, super fast. He's going to be a tough one to hold off. And again, Jose loves to run those subversive lines, be up high. Right now, he's stuck on the bottom here trying to battle that 6 car, but he's holding a pretty wheel. That lower line might just be the preferred lane, because the last time Jose got stuck on the outside, he lost the lead pretty quickly. Oh, the 9 got the apron just a little bit, and that hurts the 2.
Yeah, I mean, how about wow, that's Garbage hanging on the outside for a while without any help there. Absolutely incredible. These guys are going side by side still for the lead. Garbage on the outside. He's got a lot of help now, though. It seems like Jose is the one kind of running solo. Absolutely great battle between these 2 guys.
These 2 running side by side for a lot of laps now. I think this is about the 3rd or 4th String. He wants to make it 3 wide. He's thinking about it. He's not going to go through with it, though. But the 24 and the 6, they continue to run side by side. It looks like Garbage is going to give up a little bit here. Jose tries to slide up in front of him, slides up a little too much and nicks the wall. God, that's so easy to do, Frozen. You let off the wheel or your stick or whatever you're using to turn that car, and just kind of slide up, and you let off just a little too much, and you kiss that outside wall, but I don't think that hurt him too much. Ooh, him and the 6 make a little contact.
Oh, we have a driver going through the grass.
Through the infield.
He is managing to hold on to it. No caution out. They're still going green. Garbage falls back just a little bit, battling with second place of String in that 9 car. Jose just thinking, you guys battle it out. Let me get away. I'm back, and I am ready to take a win. This is his chance as 9 hits Garbage. Garbage just getting picked on tonight. He shovels it down low. A whole bunch of chaos behind him, guys. You see it right there.
The 8 and the 4
the 8 and the 4 took a trip through the infield. It was the 43, our stage 2 winner that took the infield trip, that took the Joker lap about 2 laps ago. And this time it was the 8 of Tom Flitty and that 4 of Kevin H. Harvick. And right now these drivers, the aggression has stayed together. They haven't wrecked yet. They haven't caused the yellow. This is looking like that run to the end of stage 2. But the elbows are out tonight. They're going for everything they can.
They certainly are. Let's go on board with Garbage. And this guy, I feel like he's been a ping pong ball tonight, just getting into it with cars coming off the wall. He's catching up to Jose, though. Jose not riding that high line. We talked about it. He has been on the low line a lot tonight. But these guys in a single file line trying to make their way around the track. We have String in third. We have the 19 in fourth. That is TAC 24, who we saw won at Eldora last week in the dirt. Great job by him, and that was his first time winning this season, so great to see him out there. Garbage is here. He is all over Jose, making me extremely nervous. Let's take a look at our board.
He turned directly left into Jose. We talked all race, all pre-race. Every time we talked about Jose, we talked about how he likes to run the high line. He's been running the go-kart line these last few laps, just right around that yellow line. Garbage pushes him out of it, roots him away, and Jose is going to fall back to third, and it's looking like stage 1 again with these 3 leading the way. Well, it's not the 8 of TomTom, it's the 6 of Garbage. That's who we've traded out, but a familiar look here to stage 3.
It is a familiar look, and Rock NASCAR says lag and aggression will equal cautions. And you're absolutely right. And there was a lot of lag for stage 2, and I feel like a lot of aggression, like you were saying. We're still seeing the aggression here, not so much the lag, but I think these guys they've had enough. A lot of lag, a lot of damage to their cars that they've had to repair and drive back through the field with. So these guys are they want the win, they want to get out there, they want the positions. Jose gets into a car back there.
Jose.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting a little loose on that high line, just trying to, I think he might have been trying to let those guys go and running that high line, just that rear end got light on him and he came down into that 2 car. But a very interesting group here, and it looks like some of these drivers are about to pit, Jose being one of them, the 9 and the 2 also about to come in.
Looks like it's going to be close, and there was still plenty of laps left to race. We have Garbage, and we have 9. We have the 2 of Ramsett, Jose. A lot of your leaders going in to pit. Dang, Garbage is a fast pinball. You're telling me. I mean, it's crazy out there. It's crazy.
Looks like the 8's about to come in, as well as the 19 of TAC. He might have made that. It looks like he made that move. The 47 of Big John is not going to pit. Whoever that is in front of him is currently your race leader. If I could get a number on that, that's the 1 of Turner. So it's Turner, Big John, and Element, who has fought lag issues, has spent most of this race relegated to the back of the field. He might have gotten that corrected. Maybe the game's gotten a little more stable. It looks like the 1 of Turner is about to come in this time around. That'll give the lead over to Big John. And this is that part of the race where you have to wonder, will be Big John. Whew, that was a close one.
I want to hear from. Go ahead.
What kind of sorry, let me just to finish my thought. Just what kind of benefit there is to going a little bit further here if they can take a stop out of this race, even with the yellows that we've had.
Absolutely. I want to hear from you guys. Who is the driver of the race? You can use exclamation point vote and then select the driver that you want to see the driver of the race. Show them some love. Let's get the votes in. Basani wants to know, how is Mouse doing? Let's take a look. Let's try to find him in the field. We'll try to see what position he is in, but I'll tell you what, right now is very tricky with the pit cycle coming around. So here he is, the number 13, Stone Mouse 859. Looking pretty good out here. Christopher says,
and meanwhile, just to
Garbage.
let you know,
yes.
Just to let you know, the 47 and 38 have hit pit road, as are a lot of these drivers who are going a little bit further.
All right. A lot of guys in pit road. We're going through the field here. We have one vote for garbage. Anyone else going to take a vote? Basani says garbage. It hasn't taken. You got to get it in actually for the full thing. Just write garbage in there. Rock says string for driver of the race. So let's get those votes in there. I want to vote a driver of the race out here. 18 of Diamond is your current leader as the pit cycle is going through here, and he is woeing down to get onto pit road. So that is going to bring out yet another leader, guys.
Oh, I was circling through the field, and there is just a wad of cars, starting with the 00 Pro Boss, the 24 of Jose is in it, and then right behind him, the 13 of Stone Mouse, the 38 of Element, the 47 of Big John. These drivers are just all on top of each other. There's 8 cars that right now could be covered with a blanket.
You said it. I mean, it's insane. We have Stone Mouse directly behind Big John, who was in the booth tonight. Super fast car. He was pretty confident about where he stood and how fast he was on track. Looking very, very strong out there. So far we have Garbage as winning the driver of the race, and he has come back from the back from saving and making his way through traffic a couple of times as these guys are going 3 wide at the moment. We have Big John, Element, and Harvick in the middle here. Crazy. Let's take a look. We have Garbage. He is said to be in the current lead right now as Ramsey going through the grass manages to hang on to it. These guys are crazy out here, J-Mac.
There are Garbage all by himself, and then you have the 9 of String, the 20 of Rocky Top, the 1 of Turner, the 8 of Tom Tom, and that 2 of Ramsett. Those 5 are kind of your second group, and right now this is what we see out of Garbage. He will get out there all by himself, and unlike a lot of drivers who typically can get ran down with a little bit of if that group behind him starts to drafting, he's going to set sail on these drivers. This is the last thing that they need, is for him to be pulling away. That said, he is running full speed this time. He is not saving like he was in that first stage, which he was able to win. He is going full bore here, and you have to wonder if that'll come back to bite him if these other drivers that are going a few laps further than him are able to take a stop out of it, or to take a much shorter stop.
It is definitely going to be interesting. I've talked about this a few times this season. We've seen a few times where Garbage could not hold on to fuel. He would come to the finish and run out of fuel. We've seen it for AKA. We've seen it in my leagues that we have here at SMB. So it's going to be super close. But you know what? I talked to him the last time, and he said, I've learned my lesson. I know that I need to save the fuel, so hopefully he can do it here tonight. But man, oh man, look at the space behind him. I mean, there's no one. As you said, J-Mac, this guy is by himself, and he's doing a great job out there. So let's see. We have most votes in for Garbage. If you want to get that vote in, make sure you get it in. We have 1 for String, but most of them are so far for Garbage.
And we had a change up front for second place. Tom Tom passed everybody in this line to work his way up into second. That 8 car really, really strong, but he has a lot of difference to make, and it looks like he's driving really hard. His car really quickly went down about a lane coming out of 4, which tells me he's driving it really hard, might be a little loose, and he's trying to run down that 6, but that's going to be a tough, tall task. As I try to add a little bit of alliteration to everything, and I don't know if he can pull it off.
Garbage gets driver of the race, and well deserved, as he is sitting out front quite a bit of ways ahead of second, third, and fourth even. We have Tom Tom Flitty. I thought we'd see a little love for him. This is another fast driver, and he's seen a lot of going on in this race, and he has made his way back out front. We have String out here also in a pack with them, and also the 1 car that is Turner out there. So these guys doing a great job. But man, Garbage is the one to beat as of right now.
That's another driver that we normally I wouldn't say normally, but we just don't see all that often in this top 5. That 1 of Turner. This is a very strong race for him. If he can hold on, if he can keep running where he is and stay in that 4th spot, that's a really, really good run for that 1 car.
Absolutely. I mean, he's doing a really great job out here, and this guy is running leagues all the time. getting more and more experience, and I feel like he is one, and I say it a lot, but I feel like he's one that is improving week by week, and to see him out here out front, it's great to see. So we're going to see if these guys, 3 of them, now surely J-Mac, 3 of these guys can catch garbage, right?
I don't believe. If this was the previous game, I'd say yes, but in this one, I just don't see it as we get to the end of this run and drivers start sliding around. Not sure what happened to Ramsey. He really fell off that group really quickly. He's fallen into the clutches of the 38 of Element, that 47 of Big John, and the 24 of Jose. That is a really potent trio that's going around Ramsey right now. If those 3 could get together, and there might be something there, they might be able to catch them. And we have seen that 38 and the 47, they can go a little bit further, so they have a little fresher tires right now. They have a little bit more speed in that car. Might be able to make something happen, but it looks like the 24 is saving. He might not be really happy with his car. He just lets the 2 go, and he tries to push Ramsey along and push him up there with it, and to latch on and hold on to these 2 as they try to run that second group down.
Yeah, I mean, after the first pit cycle there, it really changed things up, and hopefully we can get a lap count in a second. But the 38 of Element, like J-Mac said, I mean, the group that he is with right now, so strong. We have Element, we have Big John, we had Ramsey, who has since fallen back, and he is directly in front of Jose, and Jose, man, looks like he's a little
Jose
squirrely
gets
there.
Loose
Oh, no.
kills the wall.
Man, brutal. That is tough.
That did not bring out a yellow somehow. This is
Yeah.
during green flag pit stops, as I saw the 43 and another car on pit road. The 00 has just come to pit road. Wow, that's a terrible break for Jose, who had such a promising race going.
Absolutely. With
There's the 51. He got onto the brakes. He got a pit road and slammed the inside wall. The 51 of Jody
35 to
Rocket.
go, I do believe. So Garbage is still your leader out here, and these guys are trying to catch him, but you can see they're not real tightly together behind him. They really need to get together in a tight pack and draft their way up to him. I feel like they've caught him well, of course, they're definitely catching him now, since they are all coming onto pit road. We have the 9, we have Garbage, our leader, onto pit road. Tom Flitty. We have the 32 out there on pit road. It's going to bring out a new leader.
And that was the oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, I heard over the radio that Big John has a lot of damage after that contact with him and Jose, so that's going to hurt him. He's going to have to go in and repair that.
I believe that contact was lag. The car that got killed, that got killed when Jose got loose, was, I believe, that 10 car of Expert Toaster. He's soldiering on right now, but with a wounded, damaged race car. But the 38 of Element has disappeared.
Ah, man, he was lagging in the front of the race. I don't know if they asked him to leave or if he lagged out. But I think that he did leave for the lag issues. Tough break. I said it once, I'll say it again. He had a really fast car, so I hate to see it out there. But let's bring our cameras back up and find out who the leader is at the moment.
I would imagine the 18 of Diamond. He's been going further than anybody, so until he pits, I'm just going to go ahead and assume he's your leader, as wrong as that probably is.
We're out here with Diamond right now. The 1 is currently on pit road, so we're going to find out who is out here for the lead. Looks like 42 of, I think that is MDL. He'll be coming onto pit road soon. Trevor Sport, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying the race. These guys are insane tonight. Absolutely insane. 41 is said to be the new leader as everyone is going in for the pit cycle here. Let's take a look if we can find the 41. That is Doc Holliday here. There he is, J-Mac. He is your new leader. We're going to find out when he goes in for his pit stop here, but as of right now, he is your leader. He's surrounded by a couple of cars. We haven't seen a whole lot of him tonight.
Definitely running a tire save lie.
Yeah.
Really haven't. He's running a tire save line, just running that high line. Even by himself, before these cars came up to him, he was running that line. So definitely trying to extend this run and doing a great job of it. If that can benefit him, take a stop out of this race. It looks like he's about to come to pit road right here.
Looks like he is coming to pit road, as J-Max says, and there he goes, trying to woe it down to get onto pit road. It's going to bring out yet another leader here once again. We're on board with Delta Rocket. Haven't seen a whole lot of him tonight in that 40 car, but he is looking strong so far. So many positions have changed tonight. It's crazy.
He's had a lot of green flag lead changes. Looking at how much speed he's losing in the corners, I believe the 18 might be your leader. He's running a really high line, and he's let the 20 go of Rocky Top. Let the 20 of Rocky Top go by, I should say. The 47 and the 13 will be the next to get to him. He's extending this run a good amount. He's extending these runs a good amount, I should say. And I don't know when he's going to come into pit, but as long as he's got the tires on it, he ought to stay out as long as he can.
Absolutely. I mean, the longer you can stay out here, the better. It can hopefully make one less pit stop for you compared to everyone else. We have Big John going underneath. We have Diamond staying up pretty high there. Those guys make it around him just fine with Stone Mouse. That is your current leader at the moment. He is definitely on a lot older tires than these guys, as they are just past and gone.
Yeah, he's running a really high line, really taking it easy on those tires. Really light, exiting the corner, not a lot of input. He's really doing everything he can to take care of these tires. He's running a little lower line here. Kind of wonder if that means he's going to come into pit road. And nope, not this time around.
Not a taker. This
and
guy
there's
is
a
like
car that just spun. The 40 car took a detour through the grass.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, he's still going.
He is still going, and we'll see if he goes in this time. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. I'm curious where Garbage and everyone else is coming out in all this. Let's take a look. We're on board with Garbage at the moment. He's got 2 cars behind
18
him.
to pit road.
All right, so we have the current leader to pit road at the moment. Garbage coming around the turn here. He's got 2 cars behind him. That looks like it is Tom Tom and possibly Ski that is behind him.
That would be Tom Tom and Skibowski. I don't believe Skibowski is on the lead lap. He was involved in a couple of incidents that have taken him kind of out of this race, even though he was our stage 2 winner. But
24 to go. Diamond is definitely hungry for that win, as he was trying to hold out. That's definite strategy and call right there.
And from what we're hearing, that's right in the window to be able to make it all the way. That 18 car looks like he's going to be able to do it. Just going to depend on how he shakes out according to that 6 car, because he's going a lap down right here. He's just gotten lapped by the 6, as there's a car sideways on the track that is pulling out. That is the 51 of Delta. That is the great AKA randomizer known as Delta Rocket. Then the 43 gets into the 18, probably puts some rear damage on him. That's going to hurt the 18's ability to save tires.
Man, brutal right there. I saw the 51 down low. I thought that was Johnny Rocket in the 51, but he made his way up onto the track. Definitely not what you want to see out in front of you. That is crazy. This changes up so much, J-Mac, with Diamond being able to save like that. How are all these other guys going to fare? And with the tire wear and the fuel, man, it's gonna be down to the wire. I'm already getting nervous.
Well, I mean, that changed everything, because now that 18 car has got to be wounded. The 43 hit him pretty hard, and it looks like he's falling off a decent amount from the 18, so he's got to have a tighter car, and that worries me. With rear damage, you cannot save that rear tire, and that is the issue that drivers face here, and especially in this game, but especially at this track that's so loose. And so that's... If tires are at all an issue, if it's not fuel, if he's having one of those situations where he's pitting with 0 laps of fuel and 1% on his tires,
it's going to be really tough for him to make it here, and because that rear end is going to be all over the place. He's going to be tearing up that right rear tire.
Absolutely. We have 20 of Rocky Top going on pit road, taking a pit stop there. We are on board with Jose. Man, look at the damage he has. This is crazy. He's got Doc, who is on the high side of him, but tough night for Jose. He had such a strong showing. The guy was on pole, very confident in his comeback for NASCAR Heat 3, or NASCAR Heat 4 coming out here to race, but had a great showing, just not a lot of luck to go with it. And the 40 goes right in front of him. That is definitely going to hurt J-Mac. We have a caution.
Who did the 40 get? The Delta rocket? Yeah, in the wall. Who did Delta take out there or get into, or what happened?
A car, the number 40, went right in front of Jose there.
Oh, the Jose. Okay. Very. Oh. That'll bring out a yellow, and that's going to bring out a crazy run to the finish. Tires are not going to be an issue. Damage is not going to be an issue, at least right this second, because everyone should be able to repair it. It'll be interesting to see how many cars are actually on the lead lap here, but tire mileage and fuel mileage were completely erased from the game here by these incidents in the back of the field.
Yeah, once again, that has changed everything. We have Pro Boss. He's going to lead us off. We have Garbage on the outside, 8 right behind him. J-Mac, I mean, this is insane. Everything changes. You think you know what's going on, and it just changes.
Oh, the 8 and the 6 get together there. Yeah, the double zero, the big beneficiary of some crazy yellows there, or a crazy yellow, and right now he has the 8 of Tom on the outside of him. The 9 getting all over the place. He gets into the 6. They're almost 3 wide for fifth, or for fourth.
13 to go, and like you said, Pro Boss, he was the beneficiary of that one. He went on to pit road, and then the caution came out, so he stayed out for that and was able to make his way out front, and you see it here. This guy is not afraid to defend, and I guarantee that's exactly what he'll be doing, as he's got Tom Flitty all over the back of him. We're going to see him trying to take it high. Will he make the move or hang out behind him? We're coming down. I believe that was 12 to go, so we're coming down final few laps here.
Oh, Tom getting up that run. He's able to make the move on the outside.
This is crazy.
They're going crazy in the back, but we've got to run. We've got to battle for the lead. Pro Boss off the yellow line, a little bit higher than he's been running, trying to move that 8 up the track. He's got the 9 working with him. The 9's going to push him into infinity here. The 8 trying to battle back, but he can't. And there's a yellow.
And we have a caution. I don't even know how many caution. We need our caution counter here tonight. Ethan, what is up? He says, hopefully those tires may last for a few laps. And right after you said that, the caution came out, so that is no longer the issue. Now we just need to get these guys to try to keep it clean and have some patience. I know it's easy to say with just a handful of laps left, but this race has been absolutely insane.
Has been really crazy. Elbows have been out, really aggressive driving, and then some strategy on top of it. Some drivers have been the exact opposite of aggressive. There really hadn't been any middle ground. It's either been trying to save, trying to steal a pit stop, or it's been trying to take every spot you can, every lap you can. So it's been a very entertaining race.
Absolutely. We have Elvin De Niro. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Pro Boss still hanging on to the lead there. We've got String on the outside. We have Tom Flitty in third. We have Garbage directly behind him, and I took a peek at Jose, and he was way back there. It is not looking good for a great finish for him tonight. He was so strong early on, but man, the story right now is Pro Boss, and can he hold these guys off? He's got String behind him, and a lot of these guys have been up front a lot of the race here. So he's got his hands full.
He does, but he has an ally who will push him in that 9-car string, and Ross will work together. That makes it even harder for the 8 and the 6 to make passes. And another thing that makes it really hard to make passes is not green flag racing, which we do not have anymore.
We do not have. Another caution is out. That's got to be at least 10 or close to it. It's insane tonight. I can only imagine what is going on over the radio, and if I could play it for you, I would. But it's got to be pretty intense out there. I give a lot of props to these guys. A long night for them. A lot of lag. A lot of cautions, and the horns are out, man. The elbows are out. These guys are crazy tonight. I don't even know who to tell you that I think is going to win. We have Garbage as the driver of the race. Well deserved. But that doesn't mean he's going to win the race. We're going to find out. We had in a couple of laps here because we're getting ready to crown the winner. If they can cross over the checkered flag here, the line, the start-finish line. But Pro Boss is still out here in the lead, String on the outside. We have Tom Flitty in third. These guys are crazy. Let's see if we can get him over the line here.
Yeah, what Tom needs to do, he needs to be way more aggressive on these starts to get underneath that 9, but the 9 actually was not able to stay with the 00. He popped out to the outside, maybe to make a move, and Tom was able to fill that spot. There will be 3 laps to go here, as we're hearing over the radio, and it's going to be the 8 car versus the 00, or the 8's going to try to block the entire field as they go 4 wide behind it.
We're on board with Pro Boss, and you know this guy is using the mirrors. He's got Tom who dives underneath. Huge momentum, and he brings it back up, and a huge wreck behind him.
And a wreck in the
going
back.
all over the place.
I believe one of those was the 6 of Garbage involved in that one.
Yeah.
I saw a orange car that I think had meat on it. Yep, it's the Oscar Mayer machine of Garbage.
Brutal. That is going to bring us to overtime tonight. This is crazy. Yeah, it's going to be overtime here, and you guys know what that means. It's going to get crazy on the start, and it's really anyone's race. It's just survival at this point, J-Mac.
It really is, and God, these restarts are going to be... We thought it was elbows out beforehand, and that's only going to be ratcheted up here, but I'm glad I'm not out there. I'm in the booth. I get to watch it and comment on it, so have at it, boys.
Well, we have Tom leading us off at the moment. This is it, guys. Who is going to take the race?
Oh!
Whoa! Crazy. We have Pro Boss going down into his door. That almost caused a wreck right there. These guys getting crazy. We have Big John behind him. Yeah, that had to be accidental coming off of the restart here. Huge wreck in the back. Cars are flying. Wreck. That's going to be insane. Tom is the leader currently. Big John in second.
Somehow, no yellow
Rams
yet.
it in third. No yellow. Can they hang on to it? Let's get Tom across the line. This is going to be insane. He's got the lead so far. A couple of guys hitting the apron. These guys are 3 wide. White flag after we hit the line. Here we go. Tom, he is riding the high side. Everyone is going crazy.
Up into Big John. Oh, the red car into Big John. And he got some help from String. The 2 of ramps it hard into the wall. Everyone using each other up. Turner trying to make up some ground here on the 8 of Tom.
Turner all over the back bumper. He's got to make a move, and he's got to do it now because Tom is going to take the win tonight as he crosses over the line in a second. Here we go. Woo. Man, what a crazy race. Tom is your winner here tonight. Absolutely incredible for him. Great job. We have Turner in second. Let's take a look at who got third. I believe it is String from what I'm hearing over the radio.
And I think Jose came back to finish 4th after all of that madness, maybe. Or nope, that's Jose who came back to finish 4th.
This is crazy. Yeah, Jose coming back to get 4th. I mean, that guy deserves an award. I'd like to get him in the booth. We got to get him in the booth for that one. So we have Tom Turner and String in third. We'll get Jose in the booth. That was just a crazy race. Rock NASCAR says it right there. Wow, just brutal. Oh, that's crazy. Garbage wins driver of the race. Did not win the race though. But Tom just looking so strong out there in practice. Great job to him tonight for that win. Turner in that one car bringing home a second.
That was a crazy race. Oh, goodness.
All right. Let's get all these guys in. I'm going to leave the lobby so I don't get thrown into a race here. I can't even imagine how you guys are feeling right now. That was crazy.
Exhausted.
Oh my
Hands
goodness.
are shaking.
I bet. Tom, congratulations on the win here tonight. Absolutely incredible. You had a strong car all night. Several times you had to find your way through traffic. What was it like out on the track for you tonight?
Oh man, it was tough. The bottom line was so strong there, and the draft was so strong. If you were on the outside, you were just gonna go right straight to the back. So I mean, a lot of it was luck. You just had to start on the inside and kind of hope that you could get in on the inside and go from there.
Before this race, did you have a strategy of saving? And were you able to even try that during the race with the cautions and the lag going on?
I actually built this car just straight up for speed. I was like, screw it, I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to go as fast as I possibly can and hope for the best. And like I said, it was a lot of luck, and it literally just fell in my hands the way it played out. I had a first couple rough stage 1 and stage 2. It was, a lot of wrecks and so forth. Didn't get very many stage points, but I don't care about that now because I got the win. So we're happy, and I hope it was an entertaining race for all of you guys, and hopefully a good one to broadcast.
It was a great race to watch. I mean, so many lead changes, so many positions being fought for. You deserved the win. You had a great car, a fast run, and you fought hard for it. So congratulations on the win. I gotta ask you, this guy's probably like, I'm not even thinking about that, but how do you feel about Indy next week?
Oh, that's the next track. I didn't even know the next track, honestly. So
it's Indy.
That's how I feel about that. So we'll get something together. It should be a good race. Don't really know what to expect there, but hopefully it'll be entertaining for everybody.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations. Much deserved win tonight. Enjoy the win and, do some celebrating.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, J-Mac, you want to bring an interview to our second place, Turner?
Yep, I'm here with Turner, who brought it home second place tonight in the AKA Racing League at Atlanta. A wild race, crazy race, and there at the end, you showed up at the front. Tell us about those final laps there.
Yeah, man, just kind of got lucky with the cautions coming at the right time for us there at the end. We had a pretty fast car, maybe a 5th to 6th place car out there, but didn't really have the fuel-saving gears, so having short runs at the end of the race definitely played into my strategy going into the race, and we just kind of got a lucky caution there at the end, took 4 tires, and we were the first car on 4 fresh tires there on the second to last restart, and made up some ground, and then the door just kind of opened there at the end, and we shot around the bottom of the track and got up to second. And I think if we would have had one more lap, we could have made it a closer battle for the win there. But just thankful to run well here at my home track, and thankful to be here in AKA Racing League. Hope you guys have fun watching us.
Well, that was a strong finish there for Turner, finishing second place. Well done on that. Back to you, Frozen.
All right, we're bringing it home with String 33 in third. Congratulations on that. A very, very strong finish. We saw you out front for a lot of the night. How was it? I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked our winner here, Tom. How was it on track for you?
It was a struggle, for sure. Like Tom said, the bottom line, everybody tried to get there, and the draft was so strong. But yeah, it was. I don't know. The cautions really change things a lot, and it's typically not
Absolutely.
what we see in these races is a ton of cautions like this. But um, the cautions actually helped me because I couldn't save fuel. The car was fast, but it just wasn't set up to save fuel. So, but I promised Surlo that I would do this if I made it into the booth with you. So I've been extremely busy this week and did not have time to do anything with the setup. And I text Sterlo, actually in a little group chat that me, him, and Tom and Garbage is in, and asked for a setup. And he gave me his setup, and the thing was a rocket ship. So
Nice.
big shout out to him for that. It was a very fast car. So
Very nice. Shout out to Sterlu for that. He was out there, I know, rooting for you. We had a couple of guys rooting for you for driver of the race here. So congratulations to you on a top 3 out here. You did a great job and you fought hard for it, definitely. J-Mac, you want to get Jose an interview? This guy, man, he was on pole and had such a back and forth race. So I can't wait to hear from him.
Yeah, Jose
Finished
finishing fourth.
I know.
Yeah, he finished.
Wait, want to talk to little old
finished-
me?
I mean, up and down all day. You started on the pole, ran up front most of that first stage, and then got shoveled to the back, and we were feeling down. But you made it back up to the front there at the end of that race. Tell us about tell us about your night working your way from the back to the front.
Pretty wild.
I saw you
I
flipping
didn't
at
know
one
how.
point.
Yes, I think someone lagged up front and wrecked like the back 20 cars, or not 20. There's back 15 cars, and I was
Oh,
flipping
jeez.
a couple times. But no, felt pretty good. Finally running up front for once instead of just sitting in the back like a bum. But no, it felt good. Running up front, I got stuck in the back after getting a lap down because, like everybody, a couple others, I did not have my car set up for speed or fuel saving. My bad, fuel saving. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing anything with points. Trying to see like what to get, so I just made a whole setup based on speed. But I was running up front pretty much all race, except those couple of times I got stuck a lap down. And then I think before the second to last pit stop, I got loose off the floor and took out Toaster. So my apologies to Toaster. Did not do that on purpose. But thankfully a caution had came out. And so that helped me get fresh tires. And then I was still stuck in the back those last couple cautions. So I'm like, you know what, I'm in the back, let's just take tires. So everybody, or most people stayed out. I think the last 5 cars took tires, so I'm like, I have a fast car, I think I can get to the front. So I did. I needed probably one more lap, another 1 or 2 laps. I probably could have won. I think I could have passed Turner, because I saw he had taken tires as well. I'm like, all right, let's see how this goes. But I don't know. But up and down race, it felt pretty good to finally run up front, lead some laps after since I don't even remember, since probably like the last race of Heat 3. That's been a while. It's like, I don't know, the whole season and a half. So
Well,
yeah, it felt good.
Well, it was good seeing
I'll
you
be
back up
honest.
front. It's fun watching you. Okay, sorry, Tom.
No, my bad. No, I had no idea that those guys were on fresher tires, because Turner as you guys saw that last lap, Turner ran me down so fast, but I had to just stay there on the bottom, and he got into me, and like, he gave me a good shot, and I could definitely feel it, and just held on and just barely got it. But you guys were flying up through there. I questioned it because I didn't know, but yeah, you guys were hauling at the end.
Yeah, like last, everyone from like 11th back had fresh tires. So I'm like, let's see. Hopefully no caution comes out.
I didn't think you guys would get back up there. That's why I was like, you know,
I
I
didn't
had
think so
no
either.
idea. I was just paying
Everybody
attention.
just kind of ran
to
into
hitting
each
my
other
marks.
and went up the track. So we just
Yeah.
shot right around and
I'm
we
like-
were on your bumper before we knew it.
Yeah, I almost
man,
had
you had a
string,
huge
but
run.
I hit the apron.
Yeah, that was
But,
a
yeah,
crazy
felt good.
final laps. Absolutely. Well, huge congratulations to Tom Flitty for that win tonight. Great to see the battles out there. I hate to see the lag, but the battles were so insane tonight. Turner bringing home second, String in third. Jose having an up and down race, got on pole tonight, went to the back, went a lap down, and came back, brought home fourth, so we had to bring him in. But great race. I appreciate you guys coming out here tonight. Matt's Man Cave. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, all you guys. We have Boggers301 just followed. Thank you so much. A lot of followers out there tonight, a lot of viewers. I appreciate it. Next week we'll be back, same time, same day, Sunday at 8:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're headed to Indy. You guys know Indy. It's crazy out there, so I can't wait to see what they can do. I hope you guys can tune in. But until then, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for everything. And we'll see you next week. That was a crazy race. It was... Stage 2 was a little crazy.